first 6-7 minutes, we took it a little while for our alarm clock to go off, 3 o'clock, and they came off. A ton of energy, and we withstood it. And it's sometimes you got to do that. You got to kind of weather a storm. And once we weathered the storm, I really thought, we dug in there. And getting the first goal was huge because it was an up and down game going both ways. And great for Hughie to get a couple, and Nevers to get rewarded. He's had a couple disallowed recently, so they've been playing so well. But our guys were dialed in tonight. Great for Justin Close. It's just, you guys write about it. No more I can say about that kid. He just continues to just be fantastic for us.
He's tied the school record now, career record. That's a pretty cool milestone when you think of 100 and some years of hockey.
2.5 years.
Do you remember last time you had a goalie get back-to-back shutouts in a series?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. We petitioned for him to get another year of eligibility.
Just looking at, a little bit ragged, but what'd you have to say? Do you have to say anything to him?
No. I mean, they felt we started getting better in the second half of the first period, and huge loss with Cal Thomas going out. He is just such a terrific player for us, and he eats those heavy minutes. And our decor, give him a ton of credit, and Axel got in there tonight and got more ice as the game wore on, and it helped us. It helped us.
Do you have a timetable on Thomas, or
we hope he's back next week.
what did you make of the attendance this weekend? I think it was a series attendance record.
It was awesome. I mean, great. Yeah. It's one of the coolest buildings in all of hockey. When you come through the tunnel and our student sections like that, and there was a buzz today to start the game. It took us a while to get the buzz going, but there was a great buzz in the building.
Robert, earlier in the year, we're down here and you talked about kind of errors and mental mistakes. Are you pretty pleased at this point of the year that those have been cleaned up?
Yeah, not to rehash one. People understand that when we were so banged up early, we just couldn't get traction. We couldn't get traction in practices, and yet our guys fought through it. And then isn't it kind of amazing? The more healthy we got, the more continuity we got, and then also we had guys that stepped into bigger roles. You just can't wave a wand and there you go. Take over for Brock Faber. It takes a little while to turn into that. And Ryan Johnson and Jackson Lacombe and our decor are playing as high level as we're used to.
You might end up facing that team in the playoffs, first round.
It looks pretty. That probably what'll happen.
Does that, give you a lot of confidence? Do you team with confidence there?
You're way ahead of me. Okay. Honestly.
Momentum swings in the game. You think about Brodzinski coming out of the penalty box, getting it up to Pitt, right after he killed penalty, and then he makes that cross ice pass. Just what did that moment kind of do for the psyche?
You need that in hockey. It's like Fishy coming out of the box last night. If he would have got one. And Pitter fumbled the puck, and he had to go back for it, and that kind of opened the seam.
Yep.
And Hughie nailed it. That was so. You need big time plays, big time games, and you got players that have to make them. And sometimes that has to happen. That was one of them.
Seems he knows what to do with an open pass like that.
He didn't miss that one. Great reward for him too. I know he's been a little. You want the points to come more, and that is just instant confidence when that can start happening for players.
He's only a junior, but between two sophomores on that line, is he kind of the veteran center that you need there? Right?
They're a pretty good line.
Yeah.
They kind of get hidden a little bit, and that's a pretty good. There aren't a lot of lines like that in college hockey with that kind of. All three are drafted.
Yeah.
All three have big time talent, and they just keep getting better.
You coached against, I think, Kellen Briggs and against Adam Wilcox. Is it weird to think Justin Close is right up there with those two now as far as...
I coached Kellen Briggs.
That's right, you did, yeah.
It's just, I'll repeat it. It's one of the remarkable stories of my coaching career. That But that's what athletes do. I mean, those are the never ceases to amaze you what these young people can do. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Mason, I don't know what role religion plays in your life, but did you say any kind of prayer to the hockey gods after last weekend that maybe you were kind of owed one?
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw them about to talk about it, maybe review it again. I was like, yeah, change, but it felt good to contribute, and it kind of finally stick on the scoreboard and help us get a win. So.
Yeah.
Do you feel you guys even a little sluggish to start, but you really got going in the second half of the first period?
Yeah, we knew they were gonna come with a push, and they throw a lot of pucks at the net, so I was kind of just dealing with that for the first 5, and then we kind of got a ground game going and got to work, and I feel like we played a really solid defensive game, and that's a tough team to shut out. So, we like our game, and we like where we're at right now.
What was that momentum moment like when Bryce comes out of the penalty box after a cross-checking penalty
Yeah.
and then gets the puck to Pitlick? Pitlick fumbles it and still
Yeah.
gets it over. I mean, just momentum-wise, what did that do kind of for the psyche of the team?
Yeah, it was big time. Our kill was great all weekend, and we felt like we kind of gained momentum through that kill. And obviously, Bryce makes a big time play, and Pitter finds Hugie to finish it off. And it kind of was just like a double whammy, doubling down on that momentum swing. So it was big time for us, and it definitely changed the outlook of the game.
You've been around Justin a while now. How cool is it for you to see him tie the school record?
It's awesome, and he's a guy that he's just so calm, cool, and collected, and he doesn't even embrace it that much. He's just worried about getting wins, and it's awesome to see. He deserves every moment of it, and it's just fun to work with him every day.
When you got here, he was this, kind of undersized, quiet guy buried on the depth chart.
Yep.
Did you look at him and say, that guy's going to have the school record for shutouts? That's okay.
Well, definitely not that, but the funny thing is when he stepped in, our team had no doubt that he was going to do his job. We saw it every day in practice and his compete level, and we knew how charismatic he was in the net and all that confidence and swagger, and we felt like he was going to be a big piece for us once he got the job. So he's kind of ran away with it, obviously, and we're with him throughout it all.
You feel he might have gotten their heads a little bit? I mean, not scoring all weekend.
For sure, and I mean that's, like I said, that's a tough team to shut out. They're really, really, really good offensively. They throw a lot of pucks at the net, and it just takes one bounce to get one in for them. And he stood his ground all night and all weekend. And that's props to him, and kudos to our team as a defensive unit as well.
How great was it being able to see pretty much sellout crowds back-to-back nights in Marion?
Yeah, it's special, especially in the second half. When you come back, winter break, it's obviously kind of dead because students are out of school, and it's just kind of that awkward time. So it's great to finally get back home and have that sellout environment. We were obviously on the road. The Cole Center was packed, so it was good to kind of have the momentum on our side for a weekend. It felt really good.
Those first couple of shifts, I mean, you all know what Penn State can do offensively when they get rolling. I mean, did you think, boy, here we go, like, this is a different animal tonight?
Not necessarily. I mean, we knew we were anticipating that coming in, and we just kind of wanted to withstand it. And then we felt like our conditioning and ground game would take over throughout the game, and we knew they were gonna have a push, and they had a push to start every period, and we withstanded it, and then kind of went to work. And you just kind of gotta stay calm through those moments. Sometimes you're gonna play a shift where you're just playing defense, and that's okay, and just get through it, and then you'll get some bounces and some puck luck later on in the game.
There's a decent chance you face those guys in the playoffs in the first round. You feel you'll send a message to them this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we could tell they probably got a little frustrated by the end when you don't put up a goal. It's obviously tough, especially being a forward, and, they're a team that scores a lot and generates a lot of offense. So, it feels good to frustrate them and get the points and get the sweep. So, I mean, we'll see them again, but everyone in this conference is good, and we're going to have to bring our game every night.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks.
Seemed like that was your spot out there coming out at the same time. You scored twice. Is that just where you wanted to go since you got it the first time?
Oh man, obviously, puck just finds you sometimes, and I was happy to be there.
Just the momentum swing of that second one, especially when Brodsey comes out of the box. You just had a pretty important kill, and then it looked like Rhett was almost kind of fumbling the puck a little bit and found you anyway.
Yeah, he was. Me and Brodsey were like, I'm glad he fumbled it because we were kind of in the same spot there. So it actually worked out perfect.
Did your eyes kind of get wide when you saw both of those were wide open net like that?
Oh yeah. I was just firing it.
You've played with Justin for a while now. Just how cool is this moment for him to tie the school record in shutouts?
Yeah, he totally deserves it. He's been here for a long time for us, and he's given a lot to this program, so I'm happy for him.
You talk a bit about coming out on the ice and seeing the building full here this weekend. What does that do for you guys?
Yeah, that's everything. you have the fans behind you and you hear them every night, like that's what you dream for. So it's great.
How does the sweep help moving into the end of the season?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we've been playing really good hockey the second half of the year here, and had, we're gonna have hiccups here and there, but we've been playing great, so it's great.
Just for you personally, if I would get a multi-goal game, is that something you thought about? Is that a weight off your shoulders, or where's your head on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just continually trying to develop consistent offense, and I mean, I think that's a big step that I need to take as a player. So, yeah, it's great to have that tonight.
What's the chemistry like on your line? I mean, you're the old man between two sophomores.
Yeah.
Just how do you guys kind of work together?
Yeah, I mean, we're all close buddies, so it's all good. But yeah, they're obviously two great players. I love playing with them.
You've won 9 of 11 now, and the other 2 could easily have gone the other way. I mean, what type of role you guys feel you're on right now?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like we've been playing really good hockey, so I mean, we're gonna continue it, and happy to see or excited to see how it's gonna go.
You getting superstitious or anything? You wearing the same clothes to the rink or anything like that?
No, I just wear a warm coat. I try to stay warm out there.
You guys do anything special for Justin after a night like this? I mean, he's in the record books now.
Yeah, he got the hard hat, so that's our thing. Go with the hard hat, player of the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks.
Sorry.